icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM. And you're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station, and the show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and guess what? We are less than a week away from the Christian County Fair. There will be a lot going on at the Christian County Fairgrounds, and that's certainly true as well when it comes to 4-H happenings throughout all of next week. And here to talk about all of that and much more is the Christian County Director at the University of Illinois Extension, Sara Marten, and they work a lot over there at the Extension with the 4-H happenings as among many other things as well. Sara, welcome along.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming on this morning. Perfect timing, really, for coming on and talking about all things 4-H just ahead of the Christian County Fair. I know we usually have folks from the Extension on at this time, but yeah, 4-H is really the prime topic at this time of things. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week. I know Monday, Wednesday, Thursday are going to be the big days when it comes to 4-H. Let's start with Monday. What is going on there when it comes to 4-H?
Yeah, so Monday kicks off our 4-H kind of events for the Christian County Fair. That's our general projects show. So that kind of includes, I've always kind of explained that our 4-H projects from our members that aren't basically animals, aren't walking projects, basically. So all of your visual arts and crafts, foods, clothing, photography, nature, all of those just kind of projects that our members take, they're bringing them to our extension office to be judged all Monday morning.
All right, Monday morning, what time does that start?
So our judging begins at 9 a.m. Our members have gotten their schedules, so we kind of schedule them out for when they can arrive. But judging is open to the public. The actual judging is closed, but the public is welcome to come and view the projects that are on display as well. But yeah, judging starts at 9 a.m., goes pretty well through the all morning. We'll probably end 11:30 or noon, and then we kind of announce awards in early afternoon.
All right, so yeah, with that time, do you find that you're typically able to get through all of the projects in that kind of time frame?
Yeah, it always depends on the number of projects we have entered, as well as how we can set up the judging times, and our volunteers that help judge. They have expertise in certain projects, so we kind of have to place them in those specific areas. But yeah, we usually get through it well within our time frame, and everybody shows up on time, ready to go. So yeah.
All right, so that's Monday. They've got the judging going on then for those projects. Let's turn to Wednesday. What should folks know about that day?
So Wednesday is our livestock shows for 4-H. So our swine, sheep, goat, and beef members bringing their animals to the fair. So they check those in and weigh those in the Tuesday evening before, and then those 4-H shows just run back to back pretty much all through the day. We start bright and early at 8 a.m. in the swine barn on Wednesday, and we have generally run through the day ending at like 4 or 5 that afternoon.
Okay, because I think I thought from what I saw, like all the individual like animal livestock judgings would be in the morning or early afternoon. And then are you folks also the ones that orchestrate? I can't remember is it the master showmanship? Is that what it is?
Yes, we kind of assist with it. The Christian County Farm Bureau is the one that sponsors it, but it's utilizing all of our 4-H members that have shown that day. So we kind of work side by side with them and helping kind of make sure that logistically is put on. But yes, that's at the very end of that day. So it's always a long day, but always a very rewarding day. Always really exciting to see all the work that the kids have put in over the years with their animals and their general projects, and seeing all that come to life those 2 days.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a busy 2 days in that 3-day stretch. Would you say that ends up being like the busiest time for you folks at the extension, at least with respect to 4-H?
Yeah, I would say it's one of the busiest. I don't want to know that it's the actual busiest. Summer is always a very busy time for us because we have the fair. We're also doing just a lot of workshops and programs, especially for youth since they're out of school and a little bit more available, although everyone I know is very busy. But we have, busier times in the fall when we're doing a lot of our achievement night and awards processes. Enrollment is busier. So we stay plenty busy all year round, but I know the summer is one of our busier times for sure.
No, I'll bet. And so, yeah, 4-H, other events going on. We actually have some programs coming up, and we'll talk about those a little bit later in the show as well. But let's see, we've covered Monday and a Wednesday. Let's turn to Thursday. What's going on that day?
So Thursday evening at 6 p.m., starting at 6 p.m., we have our 4-H auction, and that is sponsored by our local Christian County 4-H Foundation. And it's just an opportunity for, again, those projects the kids worked on and exhibited on Monday at the general show or on Wednesday with their livestock projects to kind of work them through an auction. We have wonderful community businesses and organizations that come and bid on those so that the proceeds go back to the kids.
Interesting. Yeah. So the auction then on Thursday. And so are they essentially auctioning the livestock and the projects that were shown the previous, 2 of the 3 days?
Yes. So a lot of times, so some of our general projects, those that take foods, they will remake, a bread item or a cake or something that they've made and auction that off in a basket. So you could, bid on a food item. Some of our woodworking projects will get auctioned off. I know in past years we've, had like a table or a dresser or something that a youth have made to get auctioned off. A lot of the animals will get auctioned. Some of them are, taken by the bidder. Some of them, are retained by the member to continue to show throughout the summer, and then, another agreement. But usually the project is taken, but it doesn't always have to be. It's just kind of a agreement between the bidder and the member.
Okay, so then now does it happen occasionally where like a project or an animal does not get auctioned either because like they didn't want to auction it or whatnot?
Yeah, so every member is just allowed one item. So, if they exhibit multiple projects, they kind of have to pick which one they want to auction off. There are certain projects that we don't allow go through. So, some of the general projects that just aren't something that would be purchased, things like that. And then a lot of our breeding animals. So we just market off or auction off the market animals and not the breeding animals. But yes, it's a choice by the youth members. So they don't have to participate. They can kind of choose what animal or what project they want to put into the auction. And then they also have to, earn certain awards or, a blue ribbon at the shows. So, if their project was not up to the standards, then that doesn't get taken to the auction as well.
Okay, yeah. So then they've got to meet the specs, it sounds like, for the auction. So yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's going on. And then I guess once the auction is done, is that kind of the end of the 4-H happenings at the fair?
Yeah, that's kind of our end of what we're doing at the county fair. I know the county fair continues on for the rest of the week, and a lot of our members, exhibit at the open shows and things like that. So, but our 4-H exhibits and kind of things end on Thursday night after the auction.
Okay, so yeah, it sounds like some of the happenings, at least as far as the participants are concerned, might continue, but then you folks, it sounds like, are kind of out of the way of that. I want to go back to Wednesday, the livestock schedule. Do you happen to have like all the different like species schedules in front of you?
Yeah, so we used to kind of advertise when they would start, and now we just kind of say, they go in order. So swine will start in the beginning of the morning at 8 a.m. at the swine barn, and then 30 minutes after the swine show ends, it's usually been around 11 a.m., but we don't say that's when it starts, but 30 minutes after the sheep show will begin. Then 30 minutes after sheep will be goats, and then 30 minutes after goats will be beef in the beef arena. So we just kind of travel throughout the fairgrounds throughout the day. And then at the very end of the day after beef, we do master showmanship, and we kind of work our way backwards. So we do beef in the beef arena, sheep and goats, and then swine, and end in the swine barn for master showmanship.
And then as far as like the later species, is the lack of timing just because you don't necessarily know how long it will take?
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes, again, depending on how many entries we have, how quick the judge is, sometimes will affect it. We've had in past years weather delay us. So lots of things just kind of go into how long or short the show could take. So we've learned over the years it's just easier to say 30 minutes after the end of the previous show.
Well, it's kind of like the pro tennis tournaments, right? They don't have schedules; they have order of play. So I think I bet that's what the inspiration was. But no, that makes total sense, and it sounds like you folks have it under control. Anything else you want to highlight about the 4-H plans at the fair before we go to break?
The only thing is regarding the auction on Thursday night, if there's organizations or businesses listening that would like to attend and bid on items, we welcome you. You can call our office with more information or show up that evening, arrive by 5:45, I believe, to get registration and bidder numbers and everything. But please come out and support our youth that evening.
All right. So that sounds like a lot of exciting things going on with regards to 4-H at the Christian County Fair. And you heard it from Sara Marten, Christian County Director at the University of Illinois Extension, which oversees it all. Let's take a break. And then when we come back, we'll talk about some other fun events coming up at the Extension for 4-Hers and beyond. And that's coming up right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn lower, beans higher, wheat trading higher. September corn down 2.5, 445. December corn down 2, 467.5, and March corn 482.5, down 1 3/4. August beans up a penny, 1203 1/4. September beans up 2 1/4, 1194.5. November beans up 2.5, 1204 1/4. September Chicago wheat up 683.5. September KC wheat is up 3.5, 723.5. August bean meal 324.30, up 540. August bean oil down 19 cents, 72.73. Livestock trade August feeders 347.07, down 287. August live cattle down 225, 227.87. August lean hogs up 7 cents, $100.40. Energy markets September Brent crude oil up 44 cents, 85.38. RFD Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Drew Peabody with First National Bank on Spresser, and I've got great news for future homeowners. Through the Federal Home Loan Bank's Down Payment Plus program, qualified buyers may receive grant funds to help with their down payment and closing costs. That means less out of pocket and a faster path to owning your home. If rising upfront costs have been holding you back, this program could make all the difference. Give me a call today at 287-2003. Let's open the door to your new home together. First National Bank on Spresser, the quality bank. Equal housing lender.
Parents, get your kids ready for the new school year with help from the Christian County Health Department. Now at 730 North Pawnee, across from Taylorville Junior High School. They offer back-to-school immunizations for children entering kindergarten, 6th, 11th, or 12th grade at little or no cost. And while you're there, ask about fluoride treatments to help prevent tooth decay in children and youth. Make your kid's appointment now so they're ready for school. It's just another way the Christian County Health Department is working to protect, assure, and improve public health in our community.
The best memories don't start far from home. They start with pieces that fill it.
At Wrights, we spent generations helping families find the pieces that become part of their story.
And with the business built on honesty and expertise, you'll know you're getting real value every time you shop with us.
It's the America 250 sale. Take $250 off every $2,500 you spend. Plus, take $250 off any Wrights sleep mattress now through July 25th.
Wrights Furniture, built to last and priced right every day.
Hi, this is Blaine Smith, Executive Director of Heartland CASA. Every child deserves someone who shows up. To learn more about becoming a CASA volunteer advocate and how you can make a difference for children in our community, click on our ad at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Here's Dr. Pavi Gill from Springfield Clinic, Taylorville.
Lifestyle medicine is about motivating you to improve your quality of life by changing habits and behaviors.
Find out more by clicking Dr. Gill's icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. And the show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Sara Marten, Christian County's director at the University of Illinois Extension. We spent the first part of the show talking about all the 4-H plans with regards to the Christian County Fair. That is coming up just next week, right around the corner. Man, time flies and it sneaks up on you. But that's coming up next week. We've also got some other events on the extension's calendar coming up, and I figured we'd talk a little bit about that. First up, Preserve the Harvest tomatoes. Sarah, tell us about that.
Yeah, so like you said, we're kind of in fair mode, but we still do lots of other, workshops and programs over the summer. So one that's coming up, a lot of our gardens are fruitful and blooming and everything. So our food and nutrition educator, Lisa Peterson, always does lots of canning and preserving and food safety classes over the summer. So she has a tomato canning class coming up Thursday, July 30th, so in a couple weeks, in the evening, 5:30 to 8 p.m. at our office in Taylorville. So you can sign up by calling our office, going online to register. There is a $10 fee to just cover supplies, but you'll be able to take home your own canned, I don't know if it's salsa or sauce, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds cool. And I always love hearing about the events where, it's like hands-on stuff and you get to take home what you get. So, it feels to me like you really, get something out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we kind of pride ourselves, and that's what Extension is doing. We have the research on campus. We have the local needs of, needing to educate and, kind of explore those things locally. And we're kind of creating that bridge. So providing those hands-on trainings and demonstrations, providing that research and kind of analyzing it and kind of facilitating getting it out to those who need it.
Yeah, and I think and I think that link kind of between the university and the communities you serve is really powerful and well executed. And in such events as that one, and something else I want to talk about, the Christian County Master Gardeners Help Desk. Now, the Master Gardeners are actually regular guests here on the WTIM morning show, so we hear from them plenty. What more do you have about the help desk for our listeners?
Yeah, so this has been a long-standing kind of opportunity that the Master Gardeners provide over the summer months, but every Thursday morning. So this morning, I think they have a meeting in a different location, so maybe not this morning, but every Thursday morning from 9 to 11 a.m. at our office, a Master Gardener. So they're a certified and trained volunteer in, gardening topics and outdoor, landscape questions. You can come into our office or call our office, and a Master Gardener can help answer your questions or guide you in some best practices for taking care of your garden or your lawn or things like that.
Yeah, and I know that would be helpful indeed for gardeners. Certainly, if I were a gardener, because I don't think I'd know where to start. But no, that's great. Yeah. Christian County Master Gardeners, their help desk Thursdays, generally from 9 to 11. So that would be going on right now. So. We covered that. One more event to talk about: the most dangerous room in your house. Okay, that's quite the name for an event. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, so this one's later in September, but just to highlight this one, we do a lot of programming, there in Taylorville at our office, but we have a lot of great community partners scattered throughout the county that we also, partner with and do a lot of great programs. So that's happening at the Pana Community Hospital, September 10th, and it is just a lot about food safety and staying safe in your kitchen. So again, Lisa Peterson is going to do a training or a workshop on all maybe the hidden dangers in your kitchen, as well as staying safe, both in the physical aspect as well as just some food safety kind of concerns. I know we have some concerns with some foodborne illnesses going around right now, so that's kind of a topical conversation right now.
Yeah, so you got the timing in on that one as well. So yeah, that one coming up September 10th. Now, for folks who are interested in these events or any others, how would they register?
You can call our office and we can get you registered. We also have all of our events as well as more events that we didn't share this morning on our website that you can log in and explore those and sign up online. Some of them that are at community partners like Pana, you can also call their desk directly and sign up that way as well. All
right. So yeah, plenty of events coming up with the University of Illinois Extension, with the 4-H involvement, and that of course is I guess kind of on the backside of the Christian County Fair that's coming up Monday. They've got the project shows happening at the University of Illinois Extension office right over there on Webster Street in Taylorville, excuse me. And then Wednesday, the livestock shows. Thursday, the auctions going on. So, yeah, busy time for you folks at the University of Illinois Extension. Sara Marten, Christian County Director at the Extension. Sara, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for listening on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. Look out for our live coverage at the Christian County Fair right here on WTIM. Back tomorrow. Have a good day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville. 107.5 FM Shelbyville. 107.9